We're back with more Disco Elysium. My name's Gatorman. I can't really think of anything to say right now, so let's just get back into it. Okay, so to do armor gloves. I feel like, don't I have a map? I do. Fisherman shacks. So that I'm here. That's what? Over here. Okay, so let's maybe try to head to the fishing village so we could maybe do this objective. And if we can't, then think of something else to do in the meantime. Let's go to Measurehead again. We can maybe try getting past him like we did before. Obviously before it didn't work out so great, but who knows, maybe we'll have better luck this time. Also, do you have anything new to say?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
So I can just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
I've already met that guy.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist up there. Walk right past him.
Alright.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Okay.
Then go past him again.
Sounds good.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
That's probably my best bet, honestly.
Or you could convert to a Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Has any of the scabs, I don't know if that's a typo or anything, have any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Okay, something else.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because I think I already tried it. The Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Turn to Kim. Wait, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Alright, tell me.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
I don't know.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
I don't know. I don't know. Like my pride and dignity are kind of on the line here. I don't know if I want to grovel to some supremacist.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Know anything about it?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, These so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonies. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do what we did last time. I'm gonna quick save right here and just try to knock him out.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Oh my
since
god, I
last
did it.
saw you. You have really let yourself.
Shut up, bro.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Nah, back up and perform a 360 flying spin kick. Nice!
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Just press it, man.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
Alright.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Yes! Okay, and also there's something in this crate here. Nice. Man, what a sad state of affairs for this guy.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily. It'll take a few moments for him to recover.
Alright, let's get moving before he gets up. What do you got to say now, Manana?
Knocked him out good. Like the Flying Desperado.
Who or what is a flying desperado?
It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps.
Yeah, I sure did that.
So, what's on your mind this time?
Nothing. You cool, Manana. Alright, move all of you out of the way. Or do I have to talk to this guy to get it open?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
No, the spin kick was way cooler.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Okay, never mind. So was the button not for this door? Or was it... Oh, wait. Was it for this door? Okay, it was this one. Finally in the harbor. What's this? La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. What is this?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friso. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it. A shameful way to treat a former king. Even one as underwhelming as Frissel.
I didn't know why antlers were a symbol of communism. I always think of just the sickle and hammer. Why for sale? even though I don't know who that is.
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Flip through the pages.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
Aw, man.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's read that.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today.
Kim, I think
Yours in struggle, the editors.
Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
You know, that reminds me of something. If any of you know the movie Hostel by Eli Roth, that movie takes place in Slovakia. And when it came out, Slovakia wasn't very happy with how it was portrayed. Because it was portrayed as like very run down and like shady and seedy. And I'm pretty sure, I heard this in like the kill count for it on Dead Meat, but I'm pretty sure Eli Roth's counter to all that was saying that Americans don't even know Slovakia exists. There might be some truth to that. But yeah, anyway, this little line here reminded me of that.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What's Kunst and Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer. That certainly sounds like a certain delinquent youth who likes to harass you from her balcony.
Oh, okay, Cindy. Cindy the Skull, CS. Just a moment, what is this tip-top tournée?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Alright, let's see what these communists have to say about tip-top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with tip-top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka.
What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a Frita.
Or Wonder Bread. Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
I mean, the racing's pretty cool too, but what do I know?
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave. This flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life and glory, or death by fiery dismemberment.
Guess I've never thought about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Kim, did you know Tip Top Tournée is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What do they mean by local concerns?
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Why do communists love puerile insults? And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold.
Hold on, what's this about a coalition?
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already, honestly.
Well, I don't.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of content.
Okay, put it away. Damn, so... what was the point of that? Just world building or something? What is this? Postcard. Oh, I got 2 postcards. Okay. What else is in here? Stairs. And is this a phone?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
I'm not giving it my money until I know what it does. There's a chair here. A giant aspirin on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. The radio's emitting strange buzzing sounds. What else? Okay, there's stuff in the bathroom here. Neat office shades. And oh, morale healer. Nice. +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. +1 logic, -1 authority. I guess we could keep that on for now. Alright, let's go up these stairs. Oh, we're here, and I can get my coat now.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Give me that.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Thanks, cloak. Alright. So this one Esprit de Corps. Okay, this is just a better version of this. Shivers. Yeah, because this gives the same thing as this, but it also gives me +1 shivers. Yeah, I'm keeping that on. Alright. Where to next? Oh. Junk, and junk that I can sell later. It's in here.
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
I forgot who that is. So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
What is it?
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Damn it, I just took it. I'm a dick.
Why did you take that picture of René?
It's instinctual to collect evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Man, I'm a dick. I don't know why. I shouldn't have taken that. Can I give it back?
This is the Night Watch.
No. Okay, Oh. Great machines. Effort. How do we get to the main office? Oh. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, like, where I can walk and where I can't. Oh. Money. Healing. And that's it, I think? Or, oh, no, I can go over here. Okay. Oh. More money. Something here. Oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Oh, I know what we need for that. Pry bar. Fawn Ultra Series gloves. Are they better than the gloves I have now? Electrochemistry half-light. I'll keep these on. Also, why is that one marked in orange? Like, why are these marked in orange? And, like, these ones aren't. And this one is. What does that mean? I don't know. Okay, more money. Oh, there's someone right here. We can talk to them.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Alright, don't interrupt him then.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
Don't say anything.
Them was naked too. That's all I got to say about that.
Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everard is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm out.
Bye-bye now.
I like this guy. I hope something bad doesn't happen to him. Alright, apparently Everard is in here. Hello there.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Okay, actually, you know what? We'll talk to him.
Have a good day, Mr. Dubois. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
He knows my name. Also, he's kind of ugly. Anyway, we are going to do this in the next video. Hope you all enjoyed. Made some pretty good progress. And I will see you then.